Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Monster video. So in today's video I'm going to be reviewing a level 100 Michonne in Monster Legends. So this is a part of the Walking Dead collab. This is one of the characters, and so today I'm going to go ahead and review it at level 100 with level 10 runes. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, you should drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So ladies and gentlemen, you can finally obtain this mythic monster for absolutely free. If you completed 2 dungeons, you'll have enough cells to get this monster up to level 100 and level 100 only. So I do want to give a huge shout out to Phoenix 183 for basically letting me borrow his account to review this monster for you guys. So he reached out to me and he was like, you know what, if you want to review it, here you go. We got level 10 runes on the monster with mutant runes, and if you want to review it, go ahead. So you thanks to him. Now I might be wrong about the part where you can actually only get this monster to level 100. Maybe they'll provide more cells to rank it up, but I'm not sure. So at the moment, all I know is that you can get it to level 100. Just craft the egg. Alright, so take a look at the traits. You have rank 0 survivor, gives undead hater, ardent, and immune to fear. Every single Walking Dead monster has this trait in the beginning. Now you also have dodge area at rank 1, so you're going to evade all area attacks. You have immune to daze, nothing so special there. Cooldown immunity, this comes in handy in some cases. And then status area bleed. So at the start of battle, you're going to apply bleeding to everybody. So that will reduce the enemy's power a little bit and also deal some damage over time. So at level 100, let's see what we got for stats. So 8,360 speed, okay. 11,088 power, actually like that. And then 139,942 life. Now, I don't mind the speed and the power, but when it comes to life, this monster's life is pretty bad. I've got to say, it is pretty bad compared to other galactic monsters. But obviously you can always just go with mutant runes that are mutated with life. That way you help out her life as well. So this is a fire monster. Let's see what we got here in terms of skills. So some of the skills that Phoenix went with is Arms Off, which is a moderate fire damage to one enemy, applies bleeding to one enemy. We also have Quick Stab, which is a moderate physical damage to one enemy, gives one extra turn to itself. There's a 2-turn cooldown on that. We also have another extra turn skill that's a moderate physical damage, and it comes with bleeding. So this one doesn't come with bleeding, but this one does. And this one actually costs a little more stamina with 1 more cooldown. Now this one is a AoE burn with moderate fire damage to all enemies. Now I'm sure she has some other skills here too, no? Oh yeah, she does, but the thing is, you have to unlock them. Yeah, look at this one. This one will be unlocked at rank 1. Basically, it's another extra turn skill, so that way you can basically infinitely cycle. Now if that's not enough, I'm sure she'll have another one. Yep, right here. At 120, which is rank 2, yep, you'll be able to use another extra turn skill, which is a heavy physical damage, and it comes with double damage as well. So personally, if I were to run this monster, I would use the Slight Skulls, I would use the Quick Stab, the Clean Cut, and last but not least, the Upward Slash. Those are the 4 skills that I'd run with. Now, there are some other ones that you can do. For example, let me see. For example, this one, which is a very heavy nature damage, and it's a evasion to itself, so it's kind of cool. And then you also have burning with bleeding AoE. That's another nice skill to run, because it's nice having nature skill as a fire monster. You know what I mean? That's quite interesting. This monster has that, kind of like Teddy Bomb, for example. Alright, so these are the 4 that you can run, the 4 best skills to run if you only have her to level 100, which I'm sure many of you guys will at the moment. Now you do have an evasion to itself skill, area dodge to itself, which I wouldn't really recommend, honestly. But maybe the area dodge, sure, but the other ones, no. Because if you, let's say you're about to run out of stamina, you want to apply the dodge area real quick, you can. And then the next turn, one of your allies could do stamina support or something, I'm not sure. Now, in terms of relics, you have double sword. So double sword, huh? You can do double laser beam sword, or double vire, or double wingsuit, or Duke Shrimp sword. But the thing with this monster is, she's a monster that can infinitely cycle, but can she do that when she have no stamina? Obviously not. So that kind of sucks, I've got to say. The fact that she can't really infinitely cycle due to her relic slots, it kind of annoys me. But I mean, you can always maybe pair it up with some other monsters that will provide you with stamina. You know what I mean? There are monsters out there that could do that. I believe this one monster, which is a nature support, forgot her name, Mother Talika, that one gives stamina. I believe Naya does as well. So we'll just do this tank, Naya, and the other. We're gonna run Naya as our supporter here, okay? just like how he's running. So as you guys can see, there's stamina regen, so now it would be a nice monster to, to pair it up with. And then you can do double damage with stamina regen. And when it comes down to her, you basically have the 2 extra turns at level 100, obviously. So I would do, for example, the quick stab, which is the lowest cooldown. You want to start off with that first. And then you want to do the 3-turn cooldown right after, which is clean cut, just like that. And then, now here, since this monster is unranked, we're not able to infinitely cycle, but if this monster was ranked up, you'd be able to cycle the skills. So obviously, if you could max this monster out, or at least get it to, I don't know what level it is. I think it's 120, which is rank 2, right? Or something like that. As long as you can unlock all the 4 skills, especially the ones that gives double damage and she's able to, get an extra turn. Now, another thing that really stops her, I would say, is the shock, right? Shock torture. And on top of that, anticipation. Those are the 2 main threats for this monster. So, she kind of reminds me of the monster Robo Rabbit. They're very similar in terms of relic slots, in terms of kind of like being able to infinitely cycle their skills, if that makes sense. They're basically pretty similar to each other. Alright, so we'll do damage boost, extra turn to the monster, then we'll just do something like this, the AoE burn, and then we're able to basically use our extra turn skills again, which is pretty sweet. So here, as you guys can see, she ran out of stamina, and when she runs out of stamina, she can't do anything, so she has to charge up. That's a big issue. We have Katana Catch, which is apparently a heavy fire damage to all enemies, applies bleed and burn to all enemies, and it comes with an extra turn to itself. So not only are you dealing so much damage, it's a pretty cool ultimate by the way, you're able to get an extra turn as well. Now obviously we eliminated it. If it didn't die, we would have gotten an extra turn and then we could have actually recharged. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go up against this fire. Let's see how this goes. We probably won't be able, actually we will be able to deal a good amount of damage. The reason for that is because we're gonna apply these damage boosts, we're gonna stack them up, and on top of that, they're physical skills, right? Like look, quick stab, bam, physical skill. And then another physical skill, get out of here. And now we're able to use maybe our AoE skill, I would say. And that's fire. We'll do this, bam. Sadly, we can't cycle it yet. We have to wait for next turn, which kind of is annoying, but you gotta get used to it. Oh, we're able to use our ultimate, but this time the monster actually survived. So let's go, use our ultimate, Katana Slash, bam. As you guys can see, she deals a lot of damage, she applies tortures, and then she gets an extra turn on top. So now I can do something like this, I can do something like that, and then maybe that skill to finish it off a little bit. Deal some damage, there we go. So again, I would say maybe pair it up with this dodge area supporter, if you have her, sure. But overall, this monster is okay. I wouldn't say it's OP or, game breaking, but also it's not the worst monster in the game. For a free-to-play monster, she's not that bad, okay? But it's just the life could have been better, and the relic slots, obviously, right? The relic slots for sure could have been better. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about Michonne. So that's going to be pretty much it for today's monster video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.